Hey there, folks. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. For those of you that don't know me, I specialize in helping folks just like yourself over the country just basically get the most out of your retirement plan. So every now and again, um, more than every now and again, I run into these situations that I'd like to share with you just to get those juices flowing, those thoughts rolling up there in your head, because there's so many strategies that you can implement with your higher ed retirement plan. So what I'm about to tell you is not investment advice. Don't go out there and do this on your own. Make sure you speak to someone that's knowledgeable, that's a professional in this area prior to you doing any of these things I discuss herein. So this individual contacted me after seeing some of these videos, and let me give you the backdrop here. So I'm going to leave the university out of it, but he, 61, I believe. He's going to become a client, but he's 61 years old. And he has a plan with his higher ed that has two main vendors, the big boys in the sandbox, TIAA and Fidelity. After speaking with him, he wants to work, I don't know, another 10 years. He's not really sure, but around there, 70 years old, around there, take Social Security, all that fun stuff. He's an aggressive investor, okay, which is fine. That has really nothing to do with any of this, other than the fact that what he found out after I told him what we found out is that, remember, he has two vendors at his university. His university, most likely similar to yours out there, most of them, where you can implement or utilize both vendors. Okay, why is this important? So he currently is at Fidelity, all right? And we were talking about, how aggressive he wanted to be. He never did anything. He was in one of those target date funds that was pretty aggressive, and it was doing okay. The expenses are low. So what are the other options, right? So what I did is I steered him in this direction. Let's go ahead and keep your equities, your stock portion over at Fidelity. Open up a brokerage link account, which he didn't have a clue what that was. Okay, if you don't know what that is, you need to know. I'll throw down a link of some sort that'll help educate you on brokerage link. Most of your plans out there have this awesome feature that you need to take advantage of. Okay, so equities over at Fidelity, and then what we found is that the bond choices through his core lineup, just weren't very good. We didn't have a lot of choices. And so what we did is we took the portion that he wanted allocated toward the bond, more conservative, threw it over to TIAA. Okay, most plans allow this. So now we have Fidelity and TIAA. It's an RC contract, and I think a supplemental. But regardless, we put those new deposits into the TI traditional, which I'm usually not a big fan of. But I tell you what, I'm a reformed advisor with these new rates, as attractive as they are. Now, with those new deposits going into the TI traditional, that took care of his more conservative, we'll call it the bond allocation. Okay, so if like you're an 80-20 investor, 80% stocks, 20% bonds, in this case, we took the 20%, pushed it over to TIA into that traditional, okay, getting that depending upon the contract, 6%, which is tough to get in the bond market consistently. Now we have a strategy with that TI money, okay, so don't go doing this without an exit strategy for the TI traditional money, because a lot of that money is tied up, but we have a plan on how to extract it, okay, which I don't have time to get into right now. And with the equity side, the stock side, again, we opened the brokerage link and got into some pretty aggressive stuff. This is not investment advice, folks. I can't stress this enough. Don't go out there and do this yourself. I don't even know if your plan allows it. A lot of plans do allow it. Now, going forward, what we did with this plan is, we'll just use 80-20, hypothetically here. So if you're putting in $100 a month, which most likely are putting in more, we divided it. $80, 80% going over to Fidelity, 20% going over to TIAA and entering the TI traditional account. Okay, so we have two vendors. This is what I've talked about in the past, using the best of both worlds, utilizing TIAA's good feature, in this case, the TI traditional, and Fidelity's good feature, which is the brokerage link. Combine it together, and you have one heck of a retirement plan. Okay, this is a strategy, not necessarily the stocks and bonds thing, but know that you can, most plans, make sure you check with your vendor or HR, you can split up those contributions to access the best of both worlds. In this case, it's Fidelity and TIAA. And I've seen other plans, they have Vanguard and TIAA, or whatever the case is. Make sure you're maximizing the features that are offered in your retirement plan. Okay, folks? And feel free to contact me. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. I could probably shed some light on it. All right, folks. Greg Shepard, your S&A Financial Services. Go out and have a good one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.